extreme and edgy, true to its name, Momentum has kept up.
We immediately started building features. We had a motor course, and then we had a quarter bike, and we started putting rails in, and we started, changing the sport a little bit, and adding this new sport, and teaching this new sport.
And once the Olympians push their sport to the edge and win, they don't forget about momentum. Like Alex Bilodeau, they come back to keep pushing the school and the students further.
These kids come to camp, and they're with their heroes, and the transition and how quickly they learn was just so obvious. It was just like, wow, let's just use this formula and keep going with it.
And the formula is working. There are more medal hopefuls from the camp still set to hit the slopes. Renee Filipponi, CBC News, Vancouver.
And Shane Foxman joins us once again. Kind of interesting to get a closer look at just what gives some of these top-notch athletes their momentum, isn't it?
No, and it's amazing to have so much success, to have so many athletes come through your program and then make it to the ultimate level is amazing. A lot of times the action happens on the mountain, it happens on the ice, sometimes it happens in the interview room. And a day after they settled for silver in the ice dance competition, Canadians Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer spent today talking about regrets, and one in particular. They handed out the medals today in Sochi, Virtue and Moyer finishing second to Americans Merrill Davis and Charlie White. And while much has been made of a possible fix in the judging, the Canadian duo didn't want to talk about that. They seemed more focused on the decision they made themselves. You see, Virtue and Moyer share the same coach as Davis and White. Not an ideal situation when both pairs have designs on gold.
We were both pretty blunt with her in the fall, and even leading up to the Olympics, that we weren't happy, and we felt like sometimes that she wasn't in our corner, and she handled that tremendously well. And she just she's been with us now for 10 years, and I really think that she loves us.
Have to have been awkward at times, to say the least. Team Canada back on the ice today. Carey Price getting the start in tomorrow's quarterfinal. That means Roberto Luongo will watch from the bench. Mike Babcock forced to make a number of tough decisions, and every one of those is done under a microscope. As far as the rest of his lineup goes, he will make those known tomorrow. All we know for sure is that apparently the price is right.
I'm obviously excited and ready to go. Well, I live inside a bubble anyway. I don't get into too much about what anybody has to say, really. I'm just out there just trying to do my job like everybody else.
Okay, so who would Canada play in the quarters? They awaited the winner of the Switzerland-Latvia game. The Latvians strike first and grab an early first period lead. They would add to that about 3 minutes later. Everyone picking Switzerland in this one. It was 2-0 Latvia after one. They shocked the Swiss. 3-1 would be the final. They will meet Canada tomorrow morning at 9. Women's bobsled, the first two runs held today. The final two go tomorrow. Canada expected to finish on the podium. Callie Humphreys and Heather Moyes won gold in Vancouver 4 years ago, and they are on target again. The pair sit in second place after today's action. The Americans lead. The two teams separated by 23 hundredths of a second.
I'm really happy with the first two runs. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement. We both got to hit it a little harder at the start, and I made a few mistakes first run that I cleaned up for second run, but there's definitely still room to keep going. But overall, I'm happy with the first two runs.
Again, the final goes tomorrow. Finally, you wouldn't think Canadian hockey head coach Mike Babcock would have much free time, but after practice today, Babcock talked about how much he loves walking around the athletes' village and